This is day 11, and today we clocked up 64 kilometers from Nehalem, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, Nehalem State Park to Cape Lookout State Park. Both beautiful campsites. Last night was just a general, really clean. Showers were amazing. Today is fantastic because we're right on the ocean, and as you can tell by my squinting, the sun is actually out. I'm just going to give you a quick spin around so you can see what I'm looking at, and then I'll talk about the day. Hopefully you can see the ocean from there. Probably not, probably just a silhouette, but nonetheless, that's where we are. We woke up this morning to the familiar patter of rain. Actually, it wasn't really a patter this morning, it was more of a thud, a continual thud. So for the first time we decided that we'd try and stay in bed for an hour, and maybe the rain would go away. The rain just doesn't go away in Oregon or Washington. So we decided to get dressed anyway. And we do have quite the routine now, getting quickly dressed in the morning when it's raining without getting too much wet. We have two separate dry bags. One dry bag that we try to keep the tent dry in, and the other dry bag is usually full of a wet tarp that we try and dry frantically later on in the day. The ride itself was, I don't know, I'm getting a bit tired. It was tough, even though it was only 64. And it was flat for most of the way in. Maybe I need another break day, I don't know. Suzanne's knee was hurting a little bit. 10 or so miles out of Tillamook. So that was a bit of a worry. So we're going to take it easy and make sure Suzanne's stretching. The pain is on the back of the knee, so I think it might be connected to the hamstring. And it's not a sharp pain, it's more of a kind of a dull ache. So hopefully we'll get that fixed up before we continue. It rained for pretty much the entire day until we got here. We're soaked through again. The problem with my rain pants is it's not really my rain pants, it's my body. I have really long legs, and my rain pants don't really cover my legs very much, so they tend to ride up when I'm biking, and then the water seeps in through my booties and makes my feet wet, and when my feet are wet I get kind of cold. So we've been dealing with that. I've been tempted to buy a new pair of waterproof pants, but I don't know. I want to wait till I get home so I can get them from Neck maybe and have a great return policy. So we've been kind of making do. We've been eating really well. In fact, today I think all we did was eat. We made it to Tillamook, which was 20 miles from where we started this morning. We made it there at about lunchtime, and we stopped off and had some ice cream and some cheese, and looked around the famous Tillamook cheese factory to see how the cheese is made. I don't know if you know the answer to this burning question, but I've always wondered why they feel the need to colour cheese, especially the orange cheese. Why does it need to be orange? Why can't it just be white? Or maybe it's orange and they colour it white. I don't know, but those are some of the questions that were going through my mind whilst biking today. After a brief stop in Tillamook, I had a stop at a bike store, which was completely useless. I asked him for some grease and some lube, and he was of no use. So I guess I'll wait till the next bike shop to do that. The problem is I've got this dry lube and it's really, really thin. And so I apply it, and of course the rain just washes it all off, so it's not really very effective. So I'm looking for some thicker or some wet lube so it actually stays on the chain. And then Suzanne's been having trouble clipping in and out, so I was hoping to get some grease for the clip-ins. That way she could clip in and out easier, particularly when you need to, when you're feeling like you want to get out but you can't. It's nothing like that. The roads so far in Oregon have been pretty good. The two campsites we've stayed at here are absolutely stunning, so all you people who are thinking of camping in Oregon, at least the northern part so far has been very kind to us, so take it up, do it. Camp in Oregon. Seems to be really nice. Really looking forward to some dry weather. It's almost 7 o'clock now and the skies look fantastic, so it's really promising for tomorrow. We have a short day again tomorrow. We're going to head into Lincoln City, which is about 45 miles. So another fairly decent day. And hopefully Suzanne's knee will be a little bit better. And we can pick up from there. So we're easily going to make it to Crescent City, unless, I don't know, some kind of catastrophe happens, which hopefully it doesn't. So we have some decisions whether we stop there and bike inland for a couple of days to catch the Amtrak, whether we get a Greyhound from Crescent City to the Amtrak, or whether we continue down the coast. It would be nice to meet up with where we started our bike trip 2 summers ago, so it would be nice if we could get to San Francisco. There's also an Amtrak station there, so that would be ideal, but we'll see how much time we have, or how long it takes us to get to Crescent City, and then we can make a decision. So that's where we're at. I think my favorite part of the day is when it's not raining and looking out at the ocean, and tent time, that time where I just get to sit down off my bike and I get to read. I'm reading through an Alex Ferguson autobiography right now, and it's captivating. I can't take my eyes off the pages or the words, so I'm really pumped about that. For all you Manchester City fans out there, hopefully it's not too many of you, but I just heard that United thumped Seattle Sounders 7-0, and the best you could do against the Vancouver Whitecaps I think was 2-1, so you have a lot of catching up to do. I think that's all we have to say in the blog today. This morning we thought it might be kind of funny just to make it a really short post and post "it's raining." I thought it was funny, or we thought it was funny, but we chose not to. I do have a little story to tell you. I contributed a little bit to Suzanne's grumpiness this morning. It was raining obviously, so we didn't start the day in the best of moods, but one of my jobs, sorry, I'm just looking at an animal. I think it's a squirrel. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, one of my jobs yesterday at Cannon Beach was to get groceries for dinner this morning. I got groceries for dinner last night, but I forgot to get the bagels this morning, so we woke up without breakfast and without coffee. So I was reprimanded. As it happens, we only had to bike a mile down the road and we stopped for breakfast, and yeah, we stopped for breakfast. I had bacon and eggs and toast and pancakes and several cups of coffee. So life started off good, and it needed it to be, because it was wet all day. And I'm repeating myself now, so that's our video entry for day 11, and we traveled from Nehalem State Park to Cape Lookout